This is April 25th, Friday, the Conscious Hour. And yes, Israel is imploding in itself. It's divided. There's internal war. Somebody says it's a civil war coming, but listen to this one. It's the Conscious Hour.
The Middle East is a mystery to me.
This week, Avigdor Lieberman, who is a member of the Knesset and a former defense minister under Benjamin Netanyahu, posted on X that American sources tell him that Donald Trump is getting sick and tired of Netanyahu. At the same time, Yair Lapid, who's the opposition leader in the Knesset, says that we should all expect, regrettably, Jews killing Jews in the near future. And that tool of the Israelis, who calls himself the head of the PLO, has called for Hamas to throw down their arms. How bad are things going over there?
Well, first of all, Alistair Crook knows much more about the internal workings of Israel than I do. So I'll defer to him. But my impression is that Israel is on the edge of civil war. But there have been times in the past when things like this happened. Back in 1948, there were armed gangs that were there to suppress any Jews that did not support what Israel was doing in 1948, 47. This sort of thing has happened in the past. And remember that Prime Minister Netanyahu has been very aggressive in his opposition to anyone in Israel who advocates anything other than direct confrontation and wholesale destruction of everyone in the region that doesn't agree with them. And for that matter, I think globally, anyone who disagrees with the Israeli state and its supporters here in the United States is now clearly an anti-Semite and is richly deserving of destruction. All you have to do is ask anyone in Mr. Netanyahu's cabinet, and that's the answer you're going to get.
Is Netanyahu smart enough to know that if Trump says no on attacking Iran, he cannot successfully do it on his own?
No, absolutely not. He knows that if he were to unleash an attack, given the powerful influence that he exerts inside the Beltway, the enormous support for whatever he wants to do on the Hill, and people actually close to Trump who are no less supportive, will inevitably drag us into the fight. So the assumption is that as long as we say no, the Israelis will do nothing is simply wrong. I do not exclude that as a possibility for a second, that he could not launch strikes against Iran and then immediately call to us and say, the Iranians are responding, you have to help us. And no doubt we would help them and be involved in the regional war.
And that's the problem we have with the United States, because 93% of Congress is being paid by AIPAC, basically the Zionists. They control the State Department. They control all federal agencies now. And so we've been taken over. So Netanyahu, in his Zionist extremism and always wanting to be the champion, literally killer of the world, he's on a mission. The Greater Israel Project, and Iran is part of it. And he's worked his whole life. He's been trained, conditioned his whole life. So the clock's ticking down, folks. It's a dangerous time. And the only way we can stop this is by the public coming out even more, making phone calls, and telling them to shut it down. Because if we shut down our support for Netanyahu, then the war ends. But if we keep playing the game, which the Zionists control us now, we're getting close to a meltdown. Hate to say that. It's the Conscious Hour. Let's connect our collective consciousnesses and speak out.